Good day everyone, I am Zayana Thorhay Sultan and today I'm going to discuss to you about gender and activism. So when we say gender, it refers to a male or female. Meanwhile, activism naman, it is the policy or action of using vigorous campaigning to bring about political or social change. Heteronormativity. So as a social construct can be undone through activism. Social change may not be something that happens right away, but decades of LGBT struggle has proven that change can happen. When we also say heteronormativity, according to dictionary, it is the assumption that heterosexuality is the standard for defining normal sexual behavior and that male or female differences and gender roles are the natural and immutable essentials in normal human relations. So, according to some social theorists, that this assumption is fundamentally embedded in and legitimizes social and legal institutions that devalue, marginalize, and discriminate against people who deviate from its normative principle. Let's say, for example, gay men, lesbians, bisexual, transgender persons, so LGBT people. You do not have to be an LGBT to fight for equal rights. Kasi I believe from the day we were born or you were born, we have our rights naman. We have our right to live, right for something that is related to rights. And as we grow older, we have discovered about the freedom of speech, freedom of expression. No, we just have to be a human being who believes that freedom and equality for all. Are we all familiar with Soggy Bill? No, I am actually against with that because it feels like or it seems like they are not fighting for equal rights. Instead, they are fighting for special treatment. I'm sorry to my LGBT community friends out there, but it's just based on my observation, purely my opinion.
Gender and media. Media representation of the LGBT is a double-edged sword. These stereotypes can make people appreciate the existence of LGBT people. However, it can lead them to overgeneralize and trivialize their realities. It is important to learn how to spot a stereotype in the media so we can be critical on the false representation of real people. Because people can often feel pressured to fit in with society's conventional ideas of being male or female. Those who don't fit the mold can be subjected to ridicule, intimidation, and even physical abuse. Even though there is an increasing acceptance of LGBTQ people in society and greater visibility in the media and public life, many LGBTQ people still experience discrimination, harassment, and violence at work, school, and in social situations. Gender equality, and labor market are very important principles and are related to one another. Gender equality is not properly implemented in the labor market as women still are treated with disfavor and discrimination. Policies are in place to address gender inequality, but still, the issue persists and prevails even up to the present. Gender equality is a human right, but our world faces a persistent gap in access to opportunities and decision-making power for women and men. Globally, women have fewer opportunities for economic participation than men, less access to basic and higher education, greater health and safety risk, and less political representation.
Gender and other cross-cutting issues, education, general health, mental health. As our course culminates, this lesson only underscores that gender and sexuality principles are not only exclusive to those people who are specializing in these topics. In fact, having a clear and solid gender lens will help us perform our tasks better in whatever field of expertise we are in. This lesson emphasizes that in various spheres, making sure that unique issues, concerns, and needs for women, men, and the LGBTQ plus shall bring us closer to our desire to promote human rights and uphold human dignity. Whether you are part of LGBTQ community, whether you are a girl or a boy, we just need to work hand in hand not to uphold human dignity. That would be all. I think that concludes our report. Thank you so much for listening. Once again, we are the Group 4.